Hello guys and welcome back to the Carzy world. So here this is a quick video of the car of the new Honda City which is just launched, and we will just be showing you what is the feature change in the variants. So this is the V variant which you are seeing, and this is the entry level variant which you call the base variant of the new Honda City. So I think this is one of the most value for money variant for this car. So we will keep it quick. You don't get the 9 set array LED headlamps here. You get the all halogen setup, but with a projector setup. Yes, in the projector you also get a halogen, and I personally prefer the halogen because they are yellow and the visibility is quite good. I don't personally prefer LED, not much of a fan, but that's your personal preference. Here you get a LED. You don't get a LED fog lamps, you get halogen fog lamps, and not much of a change. In the top variant you will see that here is a bit of a something change, but not much to talk about it. Okay, we will take you to the side, and in the side what you can see is there is the first change you will notice is the new alloy wheels, and this is also a complete new design, so you can see it. And in this you get a bit lesser size tires which is 15 inches here, but in the top end variant you get a 16 inches. So, and you don't get a automatic headlamps or automatic rain sensing wipers. Neither you get a sunroof. As you can see, it's all blank out there. You don't get a lane watch assist camera in this base variant, and the car is quite long, as you can see, so no complaint regarding that. We will talk about the length when we go to the interiors of the car, or you can see the full video of the new Honda City in of our channel. We have described every feature of the ZX variant out there. So we will just be telling what are the changes here. As you can see, the tail lamps are same as before. You get a rear parking sensors out there, and this bumper quite feels me quite boring, but that's quite okay. You can always get accessories regarding this, and not much of a change in the boot space. There is no change in the boot space, you can see, so that is quite good also. And if you want to see the keys of the car, these are normal keys, and again not much of a change. You get a shark fin antenna, which is quite a good feature. So without any further delay, let's get inside the car. And so here also, and what the change you will notice in the interior is very prominent, that here you get the fabric seats, not the leather seat, and here is the not soft touch leather upholstery or kind of those stuffs, and you get only auto up and down for the driver, as you can see out here. And not much of a change, just that's the driver side door out here. Moving to the interior, you get height adjustment also for this from the base variant, which is quite a good feature. And the another change you are going to notice is of course is going to be that the steering is adjustable just for the rake and not for the reach, so no complaints regarding that. And my favorite part, which you are going to see, is the analog instrument cluster. I personally prefer analog instrument cluster, but in the digital one it also looks very analogish, so there is no complaint regarding as such. So another thing which I wanted to talk about is you can see that it looks very gorgeous. The cluster looks very gorgeous here. From here you can just increase or decrease the intensity out here. Again, a very nice touch, and you get cruise control from the base variant. You get all those tech controls which you need from here only, and the screen is quite good out here, and the screen size is same as I know, and the steering is not leather wrap, but if you want you can always get it leather aftermarket. And here is the overall look of the cabin, and you get a climate control also. As you can see, the ports are quite open, and that's not much of a problem for me. There is a dedicated dead pedal also, as you can see. Not much to talk about, not much change, but yeah, the change is quite prominent, and the changes you do not get an auto dimming out here, and these are not LED, these are also halogen. And here you see that you get mirrors, and not much to talk about. Here you also get a mirror, which is quite a nice thing. And the one of the best thing in this car is that you get the connected car feature from the very base variant, entry variant in this car, which was shocking to me at first, but I appreciate Honda for giving these things. And here in the top variant you get a leather stitching also and leather material, but here you get a plastic, no fabric or nothing as such. The glove box is also quite adequate, ample, not much of a deal out here. You can see it from as you can see. So yeah, overall it's all quite well packed, and you can see, so it is quite very similar. Another thing is you get an armrest out here with a good amount of storage spaces too. So guys, that here I would like to bring you to the conclusion. So what all I want to say is that if you are confused what to buy, Honda City or the Verna, and you are lacking the budget, I conclude that you should certainly go with this car, because it is one of the most value for money and it offers very good features which Verna don't offer, and useful features from the base variant itself. And if you want to go for the top variant, then also I would suggest Honda City over Verna because of the many reasons. So that's it, all I wanted to say. And so if you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe and press the bell icon, and rest you know, share if any of your friends wanted to buy this car. That's all. Thank you.